superhero. You know, the crowd was just amazing, and they fueled me. I felt it going through my veins when I was walking out to the ring, and I knew that I had something special. I knew I had that momentum, and when I went in there, man, the first round was kind of rough for the guy, and I knew that eventually I'll get him out of there, which I did.
How does it feel to play in Brooklyn in front of your hometown?
It is the greatest feeling of all. To not only to accomplish my dreams, where I set out when I first put on the first pair of gloves, but to do it in front of people who appreciate me, the fans who see my struggle, the fans who support me no matter what. To give a victory to them, this is not only for me, but this is for Brooklyn.
You've obviously gone through a lot. How does it feel to come out today, and did you ever expect to be where you're at today?
I've never would expect this. You know, I've been through a lot in my life, and you always think that when you first start out, you're going to be this big superstar, and you always set high goals for yourself, but that's not the way God planned it. When I realized when I was on my deathbed that I'm on God's time, and that I'm not really in control of my destiny, but God is, so I'm on God's time right now, and I'm grateful, and I'm humbled to have these great opportunities that I do.
What do you have to say to the fans out there, everyone who supported you?
Wow, that I hope I am an inspiration and a sign of hope, that no matter what you go through, no matter what you can endure, that no matter how many times people put you down or you may put yourself down, just have faith. Faith in yourself, faith in God, that anything is possible, because I'm a living testimony and I'm living proof that God worked miracles.
What's next for you?
What's next for me? I don't know. I want to be here at the Barclays Center hopefully in the next 3 to 4 months. I don't want to leave the gym. I want to stay ready. This is a goal and this is a dream for me that I've accomplished, but the job is not over. All we have to do is just set the bar higher.
Thanks so much.
Danny, what does it mean to be the first cancer survivor to win a world title?
Whoa. That means everything to be the first cancer survivor. I mean, if you think about just how many people are affected by cancer, and to return to the sport of boxing, I mean, this isn't something you play. This isn't basketball. This isn't tennis. This is a rough sport where you can die inside that ring. So I feel like I inspire so many people that no matter what you go through, whether it's cancer, whether it's being paralyzed, no matter what it is, you are in control of your destiny.
What's your message for people battling cancer right now? What message do you hope to send?
That if you have faith in yourself and faith in God, no matter what your situation is, you can get through it. You know, I know cancer is one of the leading causes of death as far as diseases is concerned, but I'm a living testimony that it can't stop me. It can't stop me, it can't stop you, only if you let it. It's a mental thing at the end of the day, and if you allow it to overcome and take you over, it will.
Did you ever think you'd make it to this moment?
I never thought I'd make it to this moment. I actually thought I was going to die in that hospital when I was having surgery. But God blessed me, and He gave me a story to inspire the world, and I'm just doing His will for me.
And how do you think you are inspiring others?
I think I'm doing it in an amazing, positive way. You know, I feel like I'm following in the footsteps of all my role models, Muhammad Ali, Sugar Ray Leonard, all those guys who stood for something outside of the ring, not just being a great fighter. You know, nowadays we don't have too many role models, and I feel like I can, be that guy to take over and to be a positive message to the people all over the world.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Danny, the first round.
Hey.
You made it look so easy in there. I mean, can you be emotional even though you made it look so easy in there? I mean,
oh man,
still emotional?
I'm still emotional. It hasn't hit me yet, but at the end of the day, we trained so hard for this fight. You know, we had the smartest, hardest camp that we've had thus far. I've had time to really sit down and think about and train accordingly to make sure that I do all the things right that we didn't do in my first title defense. And I feel like I've done a good job. I worked my jab more up and down, got my combinations, punches and bunches, and then that's what we wanted to do. We wanted to be prepared for a full 12 rounds, even if it wasn't going to go the whole 12 rounds.
You had him almost out in the first round. You kind of maybe let him off the hook a little bit.
Yeah.
Second, third. What happened in those middle rounds before?
I thought he was holding something back, believe it or not. I mean, I thought he was a little bit more seasoned than that. You know, I gave him a little bit more credit than I should have. I should have just kept up my game plan. But as a smart fighter, you want to pace yourself, and that's a craft in itself. So I wanted to pace myself a little bit more, not load up on punches, even though it was kind of hard to, because once I had him hurt, I wanted to get him out of there. But I think it's just all practice makes perfect. You know, hopefully we can get better and better at pacing ourselves and getting guys out of there when we see the hurt.
You did not hurt your hand at all after the first round?
No, I didn't. No, not at all.
Yeah.
But I think we were just trying to switch, get a feel, just trick him out. I didn't want him to get used to certain combinations and punches that I was throwing, so I was trying to put my punches in different places and put my stance in an awkward position.
What was the first thought that went through your mind when you realized you were the champion?
Pardon me?
What was the first thought that went through your mind when you realized dream accomplished?
Wow, just God is so good. You know, I questioned God initially when I was going through this whole system, this whole battle. Why me? Why me? And my girlfriend here, she said, don't ask God why me, say why not me? And now I see why. And when they raised my hand in victory, it all came to my understanding.
Did you know after that first round that you had him, or did you think it could go longer?
I thought it could go longer. I knew he probably thought I was going to come out and bombard him, so he kind of prepared for that. And even though he did get hurt, I knew he wanted to kind of weather the storm more. And then once he kind of loaded up a little bit, I think it was the third or fourth round, he caught me with a good shot, and that kind of woke me up and got my attention. So I wanted to put the pressure on a little bit more.
How big was it in front of the home crowd to take him out? You know, not go to a decision, but actually get that knockout.
It meant everything. You know, we don't look for the knockouts, but to have a knockout and to do it for these Brooklyn fans, I mean, these Brooklyn fans are tough. They want to see knockouts all the time. So I'm glad I gave them what they wanted to see today.
In the ring, you called out Peter Quillen.
Yeah.
That's a fight you want to do here in Brooklyn. That is a major fight.
That is. I called my buddy out. I told him that I seen him the other day, and he said, if you win this victory, and we'll talk business. So hopefully we can discuss something at the table.
You also become now a mandatory for Golovkin, obviously.
Yeah.
Do you feel that you guys can apply pressure and make that fight somehow happen despite the network and promotional team battles? I mean, can that happen?
Well, that's a battle that's out of my control. I mean, I would love to fight every champion out there in the world. But if I'm with a promotion and he's with another promotion and they can't come to terms to make a fight like that happen, then that's out of my control. I would love to fight any and everybody in the middleweight division.
Obviously, coming from the same gym, Curtis Stevens already has faced Golovkin.
Yeah.
What can you take from that fight and what can you improve on?
Well, me and Curtis are two totally different fighters. He's more of an aggressive slugger like Mike Tyson. I'm more of a boxer puncher, so my style is a bit different, and I also switch at times too, so I can be a bit tricky in there at times. So I think I'll apply a little bit different skill than Curtis had to apply.
Daniel,
Yes.
congratulations
Thank you.
on achieving to be the first cancer survivor to win a middleweight championship title. How
Yes,
does
sir.
it feel?
It feels absolutely amazing to have this opportunity to accomplish this. I mean, I haven't even got time to really look at the belt. I'm stuck in the moment. This is the greatest opportunity I've had in my life.
Explain to us what happened on the first round where you almost had him down and you weren't able to finish it off there.
Well, I didn't want to get up. I didn't want to get above myself. But once I heard him, it was kind of later towards the later round when I heard him. So the next round, I told myself, just calm down a little bit because he's already going to expect you coming out and try to blast him again. So I worked my jab a little bit more up and down, and I put my punches together. I knew that he had a good left jab, but I wanted to show him that I had a better jab.
How did it feel having the crowd cheer you on just like that on that first round when you almost had him down?
It's a dream come true. I mean, when you set goals for yourself, when I first put on my first pair of gloves, you dream about moments like that, you know. And to have it back here in my backyard is just, man, I really can't put it into words. It's unbelievable.
On the fifth round, he hit you.
Yeah.
He got you.
Yeah.
And then you came back at him. Explain to us what went on that round.
I wanted him to get confident. I wanted him to try to push me down. I wanted him to think he can hurt me. Like, that's why I had my hands up high and I was blocking the shots. It might have looked good, but it was a lot of arm punches that he was getting through it. And I just wanted him to get his courage up so that I could catch it with a counter punch. But he didn't get that aggressive after that, and I just had to pick up the pace and get him out of there.
What do you want to tell all your fans right now about this title?
This means everything to me. This is a dream come true. I am a living testament that with hard work and dedication and faith in God, anything is possible.